Do you think that the GH7 introduction of the ARRI Log didn't do what they thought it would do?
No.
And then therefore it didn't translate?
No, that's not what I think happened at all. I think that you give this camera, the S1R2, any opportunity to look more like an ARRI at that price point with full frame, open gate, 8K, it's gonna have a greater opportunity to cut into ARRI's already dwindling market share.
ARRI is yawning at this camera.
No, not
Yawning.
at all.
Yawning.
I thoroughly disagree.
Who is showing up on set when an ARRI camera goes down, the 35 goes down, and who's showing up on set and being like, I got the S1.
It's not the 30,
SR2.
It's not the 35. It's not the 35. It's everything underneath it. ARRI doesn't have the type of market share, I think, that people expects it to have. And I think a lot of, this is my thoughts, okay?
I know it's your thoughts.
I believe
we listen and we judge.
No, you listen and you don't judge. Look, I genuinely believe.
How quickly are you laughed off a set if any ARRI camera breaks down and someone says, some hipster, no offense, pulls it out of their bag and says, I got the 2.
This is what I'm saying.
You know what the director's going to do?
Yeah, because the director is expecting, I think, at a certain level. But here's my thoughts. When you start looking at indie productions,
okay,
and they are looking at what cameras they're going to use for those indie productions,
okay,
today more than ever, the question of what camera do we choose is a way more complicated question because there are so many amazing options. So if you say, all right, we're looking at all these great cameras, yada, 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 whoop, whoop, this one. Okay, we've got this Alexa 35. It gives us Alexa colors that we really love. It's a 35 millimeter sensor. Like, we love this one. We want that full frame look. Well, we have this one over here. Okay, but we really want this Alexa. Now, hear me out. They choose to go the Alexa route. But for a certain few shots, they need B cams. They need C cams.
Mm-hmm.
Do we spend the money triple to get 3 Alexas out here? Or do we run with one A cam Alexa and we pick up 2 of these Lumix cameras and we run that system? If it looks the same, I think that production...
It looks the same.
I think that system... For a B and C cam... Bro,
it looks the same.
Budgets are budgets all day long. The same way you won't buy an 8x8 because of a budget, somebody's going to choose this Lumix over an ARRI because of budget. And if it has ARRI's workflow, log, and color, bro, of course they're going to choose that.
So I'll just say this. I could be completely wrong. This is me talking as a Canon peasant. Okay.
Hey, don't steal Panasonic stuff. All right. They only
no.
have
I'm
so
just
much.
I'm just trying to put a correct view of myself in the whole camera industry. I just imagine ARRI owner operators sitting on top of Mount Olympus, looking down at us mere mortals, and just saying, ain't nobody care about that camera.
You're right. And let me tell you what's happening to these ARRI people sitting on the top of these hills, right? They're like, dang, they ain't no work right now. Ain't nothing being shot in Hollywood right now. Man, if I had a Lumix, I could have a house.
That's easy. People ain't never said that. They're crying. They're crying silently at night. They're drinking their tears. They're not letting us see.
No, they're never going to let us see. But I can tell you right now, there's a lot of ARRI shooters out there right now. They wishing.
Oh my God.
They're like, man, I might have overstretched here. I might have overstretched here.
I don't know. They get shoot it on their GH7s. Why do you guys think it didn't go to this new camera?
Yeah, let us know. Let us know.
What are your thoughts?
Let us know. What do you think?
Hollywood is dead. That's very
Hey,
that's
Scott.
very sad. Very sad, Scott.
Scott's calling it. I'm just saying. I think there's a lot of ARRI shooters out there who probably would be happy with a Lumix with the ARRI LUT on there. I'm just saying.
What did Jury say? Is Jury? I don't want to assume that because there is a female profile that we have a new lady on the pod, but y'all will buy anything with a nice brand name on it. In fact, you are incorrect.
Yeah, we don't buy any Lumixes.
See, I told you it would come out. I told you the Lumix hate was gonna come eventually. I told you.
It was too easy.
It was too easy.
It was a soft pass.
Yeah, seriously.
I had no choice. Oh my gosh.
Go buy an ARRI, y'all rich.
Who rich?
I don't know. I don't know who they talking to.
I don't know who they talking to.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
The rent is due in 9 days. 8 to 7 days.
I don't know. I did see a few other ones in there for what people are hoping that they will see.
Now, do you know that it's not going to be available?
That the ARRI Log is
Do you know, like...
I've heard fairly confidently.
That it's not going to be...
At least not on launch.
Does that change anything for you guys, knowing that that is not going to be available in the new Panasonic camera?
Yeah, I've heard that it's not going to be available, at least at launch, but anything can change. Look, Andrew said all I read was the first half, so if I don't like the second half, it doesn't matter. It says, Brandon is correct. See, that's all we needed. Sort of. Well, we'll see. It diminished ARRI's value when choosing between other high-end cameras. That's all I'm saying.
I don't know why, if I'm being 1,000% honest, they even messed with the GH7. If we're going to take it back. I don't even understand why they put it there. I don't see how it benefited ARRI. I see how it benefited Panasonic to go to the ARRI Log and LUT and that sort of deal. So what I don't understand is, what further damage are you going to do? Like...
A lot. Okay, just as an example.
Look at that Sundance.
No. Just as
Let
an
me
example.
see a single... If this year at Sundance, I see a single S1R2.
I'm not saying that's going to happen. But what I'm saying is when it comes to brand acknowledgement, when Red was acquired by Nikon, what were all the jokes?
Oh, yeah.
You shoot Nikon now. Nikon this, Nikon that, right?
Yes.
The same way that Red being acquired by Nikon did, in some people's eyes, tarnish the brand.
Yep, for sure.
I believe that ARRI allowing their stuff to be on the Lumix brand is going to tarnish its name slightly.
Are you ready for an uncensored take to that?
Sure.
This is real talk. I don't think to me that Red diminished as a brand, personally.
I didn't either.
And I feel like with ARRI, if I'm being 1,000% honest, the GH7 ARRI deal, it was a gimmick. It felt like a gimmick. It did not feel like ARRI diminished. It felt like, ooh, party trick. Now, that isn't to say that it isn't awesome.
Once it is a gimmick. Twice, if it goes on this new camera, twice, now it's a pattern.
No, and I don't disagree with that, but I don't see that they're sitting so high and mighty that I just don't see how this hurts them at all. Like, and I do get when you're talking in the rental market, maybe in the rental market, are we going to go rent that? But it doesn't matter for them because it hurts the rental companies. It does not hurt ARRI. ARRI's already sold the camera to the rental companies. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but when you have to choose if you're going to buy, if you're going to buy a camera, if you want the ARRI look, if you're going to splurge for the ARRI look, people are already saying like, I don't know if I'm going to splurge for ARRI. I might go with a Blackmagic instead.
Let me tell you, you were never going to splurge for ARRI.
I'm not.
You were never going to.
But some people are. What?
Let me stop.
You trying to say nobody's buying ARRIs?
No, I'm saying if you're heavily contemplating between the S1R2 you were never going to buy an ARRI.
No. I don't think those people were ever going to buy ARRI. What I'm saying is if you say, I want the ARRI look, and the only way to get the ARRI look is to spend X amount of dollars to own, you might say, I'll rent. But if you want that look and you only care about getting that look, and you say, for the price of getting that look, I can buy this Panasonic. Now I own the Panasonic and I can get that ARRI look. That's all I'm saying.
I just think that both Red and ARRI are in too high of places. Like, obviously, there will be jokes. And we even welcome the jokes because the jokes are funny. I just think that at the end of the day, was a firmware update provided to the Red camera that made it shoot 1080p, 60 frames? Or when they got acquired, was the Red camera that was the Red camera stayed the Red camera?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? ARRI, same thing. When they allowed their LUT to be able to go on to the GH7, did anything change about the 35? Not a thing.
So
I would say from Panasonic, I don't know that, or Lumix, I don't know that you adding the ARRI LUT would make your sales go up. That's where, to me, I just feel like that gimmick, that sounds terrible. That if it makes your image look better and it makes you match better, great, and you like it and it's a part of your workflow, awesome. Let me know if you use it on your GH7. I just think that like they probably paid a crap ton of money. This is my theory. They paid a crap ton of money. I don't know, $1 million, $2 million, $10 million. I don't know what that's worth.
Right.
$1 million. They polled their audience and they realized ain't nobody care. None of y'all were shooting on ARRI before. And y'all probably loved our color science anyways. So we paid $1 million, whatever that number is, and nobody cared. We are not re-upping another 1, 2, 5, 10 million to put it on the S1R2. That's my theory. I don't have secret contacts, Brandon.
I know you don't, but here's my thing. Scott makes this point. He says, just like adding Red's technical LUT to Nikon doesn't make it a Red, it makes it match better. And so to that, I agree. Yeah. But the only difference between the Lumix ARRI situation and the Nikon Red situation is Nikon owns Red. So Nikon wants you to fall in love with this look. Yeah. Because when you're ready to buy the real thing.
So disrespectful.
What? It's not. You can get the Red. Yeah. But if you buy a Lumix GH7 and then in this hypothetical situation, you buy the S1R2 and you fall in love with that Alexa look. Alexa as a brand, other than the license fee that they're getting, they don't benefit because, like you said, you're probably not making that jump over.
They're eating.
Maybe you're right. Maybe they're eating crumbs.
Pennies on the dollar is better than no pennies at all.
All right, so if you enjoyed this clip, do us a huge favor. Hit that subscribe button because we would love for you to join the community. Here, we're just a bunch of nerds who love camera gear and love talking about it every single week, which we do live at 11 o'clock Central Standard Time. So hit that subscribe button so you don't miss that and you don't miss any of the other clips.